Hello and welcome to all students in this our YouTube channel. Students, today we are in the topic of electrochemistry, and in our last lecture we have seen the electrolysis of aqueous NaCl. Now students, in continuation with that point, in our today's lecture we are going to learn quantitative aspects of electrolysis. Means the mass of the reactant consumed or the mass of product formed at an electrode during electrolysis can be calculated by knowing its stoichiometry of the half reaction at the electrode. Means actually what is happening at the half cell, that now we are going to learn. Calculation of quantity of electricity passed. First of all, this parameter we should know for the quantitative aspects of electrolysis process that we have seen. To calculate the quantity of electricity passed during electrolysis, the amount of current I passed through the cell is measured. The time for which the current is passed is noted. So this is very important thing that we should do before the start of electrolysis. What we have to calculate the quantity of electricity passed, Q, that we have to calculate, and the amount of current I passed through it, that is also we should know. Then by knowing these quantities, students, afterward we are using this formula Q is equal to I into T, equation 5.6, which calculates the amount of electricity that passed during the electrolysis. And by measuring this we can calculate moles of electrons actually passed through it. So students, the second thing is that calculation of moles of electrons passed. Total charge passed is nothing but Q that we have calculated, and the charge of 1 mole electrons is 96500 coulombs. It is referred to as 1 Faraday. This is the definition of 1 Faraday. You can also use in this as a definition. If in your theory exam, if the question will be asked what is meant by Faraday, then its answer should be written like this. And students, after that what we have to calculate is nothing but moles of electrons actually passed. As before we have learned how Q can be calculated, and after that by using that Q we can calculate the moles of electrons actually passed. For that the formula is used is Q divided by 96500. And students, this equation we are calling it as the equation number 5.70. Student, after that you have to go for the calculation of moles of product formed. All these steps are very important. The balanced equation for the half reaction during the electrode is devised. The stoichiometry of half reaction indicates the moles of electrons passed and moles of the product formed for the reaction. Means in a particular cell, if you want to calculate moles of product formed, then we should know the stoichiometry of half reaction. Means how much electrons are reached to the electrode, and how much electrons are utilized by that corresponding electrode, and how much electrons are released by a particular ion in the electrolysis. So by knowing all these quantities we can calculate the number of moles of product formed. Now students, look at this one of the example they have given. Copper Cu2 plus 2 electrons. By gaining 2 electrons it will form copper solid. 2 moles of electrons are required for the production of 1 mole of copper. Means to become or to get stable solid copper, 2 electrons are required to stabilize the Cu2 plus ion. This is the information that we are getting from this reaction. So we can calculate the moles of product formed. The moles of electrons actually passed are given by this equation 5.16 that we have seen here. Equation 5.16, Q is equal to I into T. So students, after getting that value, we can calculate the mole ratio. Means for further simplification, we introduce the entity mole ratio, and that mole ratio now we are going to calculate. For calculation of mole ratio, the formula is like that: moles of product formed in the half reaction divided by the moles of electrons required in the half reaction. And students, for the reaction of copper, the mole ratio can be calculated according to the above formula is nothing but 1 by 2. Why we are getting here 1 by 2, or why we are taking this 1 by 2? Because the moles of product which are formed in the half reaction, that is, look at this reaction, copper is formed in number 1. So we are using here moles of product formed are nothing but 1. And the electrons which are required to form stable copper solid are 2. The electrons which are required are nothing but the 2. Therefore we are using here at the denominator 2. So the mole ratio becomes 1 by 2. And therefore moles of product formed are nothing but, we can make formula in the changes in the formula, and this is the final formula to get the moles of product formed are nothing but moles of electrons actually passed multiplied by mole ratio. So this is the final formula to get the moles of product formed, that is nothing but Q divided by 96500 into mole ratio. Equation 5.18 we can also write in another form by expanding the value of Q. By substituting its values, we can also reconstruct that equation as a I into T divided by 96500 into mole ratio. And this equation 5.19 is the final equation by which we can calculate the moles of product formed. Now students, after getting that value, moles of electrons which are actually passed, and all the things which we require, moles of product formed, this is the formula this is the formula which we have simplified, and we have converted it into 5.19. By using that formula, calculation of mass of product can be calculated. Now look at here, mass of product formed is nothing but W is equal to moles of product into molar mass of product. So by using this, mass of product can be calculated. So moles of product formed as is nothing but the equation 5.19, and by using that moles of product formed, only you just go on multiplying it by molar mass of product, then you will get the answer for mass of product, that is equation 5.20. So students, this is all about the different quantitative aspects of electrolysis. And after that, suppose if a cell is having a series of constructions, means if the same cell is repeated more than 2 times, 3 times, like that, then suppose 2 cells containing different electrolytes are connected in series, the same quantity of electricity is passed through them. The masses of the substance liberated at the electrodes of the 2 cells are related, which are given below. The mass of substance produced at electrode of first cell is given by W1 is equal to Q divided by 96500 into mole ratio into M1. So what does it indicates? W1 is nothing but the mass of substance produced at first cell, and mole ratio 1 what it indicates for first half cell, and M1 what it indicates molar mass of that first element which is used in the electrolysis. So this is for first half cell. Now students, for first cell, and if we connected number of cells in a series, then we can use instead of W1 W2 and M1 M2 mole ratio 1 mole ratio 2. So like that students, similarly mass of substance liberated at the electrode of second cell, if you want to calculate as a W1 in the equation, then we can modify that equation like this, that is W2 divided by mole ratio 2 into M2, that I have already said here. M1 and M2 are the molar masses of the substances produced at the electrodes of cell 1 and 2, and by simplifying all these equations, we are getting equation 5.21, and by modifying or by doing some changes, if we reconstruct this equation, that equation we are using for solving the different problems, means if two cells are connected in a series, and by knowing all the values of one cell, we can calculate the either mass liberated or molar mass of that substance for the second cell, and vice versa. So students, now we are going to discuss one of the problem which is based on the same formula. What is the mass of copper metal produced at the electrode, that is cathode, during the passage of 5 ampere current through copper sulfate solution for 100 minutes? Molar mass of copper is given is nothing but 63.5 gram per mole, and by solving all these given quantities, by taking all the quantities in a given, and what you have to calculate, by knowing all these things, we can calculate the mass of copper formed. So students, now we are interested in the given quantities which are present in the given problem are nothing but the first stoichiometry of the formation of copper is nothing but Cu2 plus 2 electrons, which gives copper solid, and mole ratio that we want, we have taken from the above reaction. Here at the place of equal to sign there should be a arrow. This is the printing mistake which is noted by me in the textbook. And after that students, mass of the copper formed, that now we are going to calculate. You just use the simple formula W is equal to IT divided by 96500 into mole ratio into molar mass of copper. So by knowing all these things, we can solve by substituting all the values. So students, the current which is given in our problem is nothing but 5 ampere, and time required is nothing but the in problem they have mentioned here 100 minutes. Look at here, and that time we have taken here into second, means that 100 minutes we want to convert it into second, and divided by 96500 put as it is into its mole ratio is nothing but 1/2 that we have taken here, and the molar mass of copper also they have given in the given problem. So it will be a 63.5, and by solving all these quantities you will get the answer 9.87 gram. So this is the one of the type of problem in which we have to calculate the mass of copper metal produced at the cathode. So likewise there are number of problems in your textbook also, so you just go on solving all these problems. So this is all about in our today's lecture. Thank you very much.